Hello everybody and welcome back to RainBro Crafts. My name is Colton and today I will be making for you our Lumberjill soap, which is part of our newest March collection, our Essentials Showdown collection. This soap is one that is kind of inspired by our Lumberjack soap, and I'll put a card up in the corner if I've made that on the channel. I don't know if I have, but that one's patchouli, cedarwood, and blood orange. And when I was developing the fragrance blends for our soaps that we made for the month of March, I wanted one that maybe was like a counterpart to the Lumberjack soap, so still a little woodsy and a little patchouli-ish, but I wanted something else, maybe something a little bit lighter, a little more sparkly and bright, which is why I picked for this scent lime essential oil in addition to some other essential oils to kind of mirror that scent profile. For our scent, we have cedarwood, fir needle, clove, patchouli, and lime. So pretty similar to that Lumberjack scent blend, but a little bit different, and the soaping process really makes those scents drastically different, but they're definitely in the same scent family, which I really enjoy. In that scent blend, I also had some turmeric, and I also had some coconut husk, which is why it turned bright orange, and it's a little kind of speckly from that coconut husk, which is a really light natural exfoliant. It's one of our favorite exfoliants to use in soap, and as of our last batch of our fan favorites collection, our morning wood and our lumberjack and our pleather daddy, that is the exfoliant we're going to use because our green coffee bean husk was too scratchy and we didn't like that. We've gotten a few kind of feedback comments about that as well. This is a much nicer experience overall, and it looks a little nicer as well in my opinion. It's a little softer. So the base layer is going to be uncolored, but it's going to be an orangey color. This bright fluorescent, almost orange, will fade quite a bit. The turmeric kind of goes through a color morph when you first put it into the soap versus the finished product. So it looks a little alarming, and this color combo also looked kind of gross when I was blending it up. The top looks really kind of like, I don't know, muddy, not cute, not what I was going for. And the bottom is like too orange, but having worked with turmeric before, and if you've watched our channel for a while, you'll know I was obsessed with turmeric as a colorant last year for like 3 months. And so I knew that this would not be the finished color. Just like the Lumberjack soap, this is going to have part of the soap bar be uncolored soap base, and the top part is going to be colored only with activated charcoal. This just looks not quite like only activated charcoal because of that bright orange color, but it does darken up considerably after this has been sitting for 1 day, and you'll see that in a minute when I slice this up. This fragrance blend did perform pretty nicely. I do feel like it accelerated just a little bit. It's pretty thick here, not worryingly thick, but much thicker than the Orange Breeze soap that I made for the first video, and I'll put a card up in the corner so you can see that if you haven't. Still really nice to work with. It smells really good as well. We are really big fans of lime essential oil. We don't know why lime isn't used more in bath products. It kind of seems like it's an underrepresented fragrance. And then for the top of this, I wanted to go with red. I was kind of inspired by like a plaid shirt, so black and red and like an orangey color. And the Lumberjack has a bronzy top, so this kind of fit in that theme as well. When I was designing these, I was trying to kind of imagine how they would look on our soap display. So this has a mirror kind of copy of Lumberjack, so this is the counterpart to that. So I wanted it to reference that scent design and that color design, but be uniquely different as well. So if you had two in the shower side by side and you didn't remember which one was which, you would know based on the slight color differences and the scent differences. So we're going in after the soap setup for like 30 seconds or so with our trusty wooden dowel, and I'm just doing some nice big swirls. I don't know if I've mentioned this on video before, but we've been doing this design for a while on our lumberjack, and this year, or I guess in 2024, someone came up at a market and was like, oh, you make that design because it looks like wood rings or like tree rings. And I was like, no, that is not why I do that, but that is what it looks like. And so that is now the inspiration for this. Didn't start out that way. It definitely looks like it, especially in the lumberjack with the bronzy gold color on the top. It definitely looks like a wood grain type effect. After we've done all those swirls, I'll spritz it with rubbing alcohol, tuck it away for 24 hours in a warm space, and then it's time to unmold and slice up. And you can already see how drastically different that color looks. This is much more like neutral looking. The brown is much more brown and less orange. The black is much darker and also less kind of like gross muddy color. This is more in line with what I had. The one issue I had with my design here is that I got a little impatient, so my layer isn't quite as nice and clean and crisp as what I was hoping for. It wasn't leveled, but that is the design I had in mind. It definitely references lumberjack. I'll put a picture up in one of the corners here so you can see that if you're not familiar with how that looks. But this smells really, really tasty. The design is pretty, so if this one does win, this is what it's gonna look like. Maybe not with the red on top, maybe with a different color, because the red kind of looks like you cut yourself in the shower or at your hand washing sink when you're using it for the first couple times, and that's not cute. But that is it. That is our Lumberjill. Maybe that name might change a little bit. Soap, which is for sale March 1st, along with all of our other RainBro Essential Showdown collection. Definitely check this out if you like a patchouli based soap. It is a really, really delightful scent. And like I mentioned in the last video, the first soap to sell out, or maybe the first two, will be added onto our collection that we carry all the time. So if this is one you like, definitely let that purchasing reflect that. Thank you so much to our subscribers. We appreciate each and every one of you. If you want to join them, we have several different tiers with lots of different great benefits, so check that out on our website, rainbrocrafts.com. Thank you so much to all of our subscribers. They make this channel possible and make what we do possible. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video, comment down below which scent you think is going to sell out first. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and ring that bell icon so you get notified when we release new videos. Thank you so much. Bye.